But before we can innovate, we need to humanovate. And what I mean by that is we need to start to change ourselves. So the Humannovation challenge is about adding the concept of being to doing. So put your hand up if you have a to-do list at the moment. Just show us your hands if you've got a to-do list. A work to-do list, keep your hand up if you've got a to-do list at home as well. Yeah. Put your hand back up if you've never get through that to-do list, because other things come onto it as well. Yeah. Now I want you to think about this. Does anyone have what I call a to-be list? A to-be list. So it's a list of things that you are going to make an intentional choice every day about how you're going to choose to be. Now, when I say that, I get the same looks anywhere around the world. I get this, like, what's this crazy guy talking about? What's a to-be list? And it is just an intentional list that you choose on any day on how you're going to choose to be or how you're going to choose to behave. And here's a really good tip if you've got a team as well. Introduce them to the concept of Humannovation. And before you start a meeting where you start to get into what you're going to do and your to-do list, which is important, is just spend a few minutes to say, let's go around the room and talk about how we're going to choose to be, how we're going to choose to behave in this meeting today. We get rewarded by using an old management system that's all about technical proficiency and doing my job well. So one of the things you've got to start to do is almost unlearn that. Keep the technical, add the human, and don't say this, I'll get to the human stuff when I'm not so busy. This is your greatest challenge if you were going to go back and try and bring more human into your organisation. It's the cynics. It's the ones with the 4-drawer filing cabinet of all the bad stories. Kumbaya Mark, they used to call me. Here he goes off kumbayaing with all his people. This is a waste of time. This is fluff. You can't measure it. This is the stuff that you're going to hear. And let me just finish as we go to the break with those 3 words I said before. Hold your nerve.